Hello, Bella Vista. This is JB Portello. Welcome to In the Know. This program is produced after each monthly board meeting to give you a summary of the topics and the events going on at the Property Owners Association. In addition, these episodes are posted on the Facebook pages of the POA as well as the Bella Vista Community TV station. So sit back and enjoy being in the know. Hello there, we're back. It's JB Portello here and our COO, Tom Judson. Hi, Tom.
How are you today?
I am great. You know, we just keep having really good news about things, but let's start with COVID.
Well, I'm pleased to say that after now that we're at June 1st, all restrictions have been lifted. We're back to normal. It's outstanding.
Yes, it really is. So no more masks, no more in your pocket masks, nothing like that.
Nothing. It's great. It's a great feeling to be out and about.
Yeah, it's freedom is what it is. It's really freedom. Okay, so I think at the last board meeting, it was kind of interesting because it was moving and shaking and the rain was kind of goofy.
Yeah, we had to pivot at the last minute, and we converted everything to Zoom-only meeting, just because the storm was coming in. And the storm wasn't quite as bad as that they were predicting it to be. But the predictions, the forecasts were pretty bad. And so the board elected to, hey, let's go Zoom-only. Mm-hmm. We got it done. And, after a year and a half of being Zoom, having hybrid meetings, we're used to it. And so it was a productive meeting, but it's always better when we have everybody together.
Sure. So in June, straightforward.
Back to normal, provided the weather cooperates.
The boardroom is back to where people can come in. Mm-hmm. The mic's back in its place.
Yep.
We're ready to go.
We're back to normal.
That's it. Okay, so it was a very short meeting, I thought. Very short and productive.
Well, we didn't have a lot to cover. The audit was approved. Mm-hmm. Another clean audit. Great job on our accounting team. Mm-hmm. Our audit firm was just very pleased with how we were doing things. And,
sure.
And so very pleased. Every time we get a clean audit, that's always a good thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Okay, so the new board's in place. The elections were in. And want to talk about that at all?
Well, I always want to thank those that volunteer to run for the board. Their commitment, their willingness to commit so much time. Volunteers make our community so much special, so special. So we really appreciate it. Jackie Gain came in first. JB Portillo?
Portfolio is what most people say.
Pepperoni. She came in second place. Jan Hagan came in third. So all three of those individuals, how am I doing? All three of those individuals get a 3-year term. Mike Abb came in fourth, and he has a 1-year term, and wanted to thank Dan Berghammer for running and for his willingness to volunteer his time.
Absolutely. You bet. That's always important.
The other thing is now the incoming board met last week, and the chair will be David Brandenburg. This will be his second year as chair, mm-hmm. and Jerry Barron Jr. will be the vice chair.
Excellent.
And also, if you go online, you can look at all the committee assignments all the board members have. So you can go through and see who's assigned, who's the liaison for this committee, and the rules and regs, and audit committee, and all those things. You can find all that information on our website.
I was just out there this morning looking, and you're absolutely right. It's all there. Thanks to Tammy.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so Memorial Day weekend this weekend. And usually that's when pools and beaches and things open. How did we do?
Well, it was slow because of the weather. I can't believe. I mean, it's in the 60s, and it's June.
Yes.
So the pools and the beaches were a little bit slow. People keep on asking, and we mentioned it just a moment ago. There's no COVID restrictions, mm-hmm. So head on down there and have fun. Hopefully, the weather will start cooperating.
Yes. Okay. Well, I think you had a really, on a personal level as a member, I think you had a really successful members appreciation mm-hmm. thing last night. All three locations.
All three locations. We did 325 tickets were issued. It was busy. We were very pleased, and first of all, we appreciate our membership. That's why we do these events. They're very affordable, but they're great community. Brings a lot of people together. They have a great time. The other thing on the food and beverage side is we just keep on breaking records. We'll have a Friday night record breaking day at Lake Point, and then a couple days later we'll do it at BV, and then we'll go back and we'll do another record. We're going to exceed budgeted revenue, all restaurants and bars combined, in the month by $110,000.
Oh my goodness.
So way over budget, definitely over prior year because it's a COVID year. But even if you go back to 19, way over 19 numbers. We're just really, really doing well. And pretty soon we're going to get the Gear Garden online once all that's set up and the weather cooperates over there, so we can get all the work done over there.
Yeah.
So we are busy everywhere. The golf courses are busy. Tennis is busy. Indoor fitness. We're just busy everywhere.
Pickleball.
And pickleball, absolutely, with the new courts.
I can't remember the lady's name, but she and her cousin or sister or somebody are just doing impromptu training out there to show you how to play pickleball. It's fabulous.
It's great. I mean, there's a lot of people that are enjoying it. And the trails, of course, are very, very busy.
Yeah. Back to the appreciation thing last night. I thought it was truly wonderful that all three locations, you just get the little armband and you go anywhere you want. And the food was different at all places, which was really wonderful. It was kind of, depending on which restaurant, it was kind of what they normally serve. But, it's great. But I'm telling you, the Highlands is hopping.
The Highlands is a very busy place. It is far exceeding our expectations out there.
Yeah.
We're very pleased with how well that community within the community is receiving that area.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have a kind of a short time today. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the members before we go to our next guest?
No, not really much. Just continue to go out and use the amenities. It's a beautiful. Our community is so wonderful with all the amenities that we have to offer. Just keep on having fun with the amenities.
Absolutely. And you know what, folks? For communication's sake, so that you know what's really going on, there is so much published for a way for you to find out what's happening other than Facebook. I would suggest you go to the website. I would suggest that you pay attention to the information that comes in your water bill. There all the board meetings. The working meetings and the regular meetings are live broadcasts. So really, and you don't have to be there that night. You can watch it later. So stay informed. That's all I'm asking is please stay informed.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you next month.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hi there. We're back. And I have a very special person that I'd like you to meet. I don't know how many of you know her, but this is Carmen Dissing, and she is the Member Services Manager for the POA. Wow, what a job you have.
It is.
So how long have you been with the POA?
Going on 15 years now.
So you were here before us.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you know a lot, and you know an awful lot about the people that live here. You worked with them forever. That's a nice thing to have you there for continuity, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, JB, don't realize how big our POA is. We're one of the largest in the United States, and we have over 49,000 active members.
Really?
Yes. And that's what we do.
Yeah.
We help the members.
You certainly do. It's always a joy going up there and dealing with any of your customer service. I guess that's you, customer service folks. So what's a typical day like in your job or the customer service world, whichever you want to talk about?
Busy, and particularly this time of year. We handle all the incoming phone calls that come into the POA. And last year we took over 41,000 phone calls. And people call for all kinds of reasons. Where do I get my dog tags? Do I have to have stickers on my boat? We just moved here. Can you recommend a pharmacist? We get everything.
I bet you get city calls too.
Yes, we do. And we direct a lot of calls to the city, to the ACC, because it's different than it used to be.
Mhm.
And you got to know where to send them.
That's right. So I would think you would be one of the frontline folks to help people understand the difference between the three-legged stool we have here.
Absolutely.
Because it's very confusing,
Hmm.
but if you understand it, it helps
Yes.
a lot.
Yes. And there's a lot of good resources online that we refer people to that tells you what the difference is and who handles what.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that helps.
So how many folks do you have working in your area?
12.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
You had 12 people handle all of that?
Hmm.
My goodness, you must have some incredible employees.
We do. I have a very good crew, and they're all customer service. That's what they do.
Yes.
They want to help people. And
Yes.
the most fun is when new people come in. And generally, our office is the first one to see people who move to the area. They come from their closing, their deed is in hand, and they are so excited.
Yippee, I have property.
Absolutely. I want to get out and play golf. Where's my card? And we answer all their questions for them. If we don't know the answer, we know where to direct them or where we can get the answer for them. So it's fun meeting the new people, and they are excited, and we share their enthusiasm.
So that kind of is a nice little segue. Let's talk about activity cards.
Mhm.
Well, tell us that.
We do activity cards. Last year we did a little over 14,000. An activity card gives you better rates on things, makes a lot of things free. And an activity card is just $30 a year, and it gives you access to everything. Has your photo on it, has an expiration date on it. We hope one of these days to go virtual with that, where you can just have it on your phone. And so I think that's coming down the pike.
Yeah, that sounds like the next step. What about dependent cards? Is there a difference between a guest card and a dependent
Yes, a
card?
dependent has member privileges,
Okay.
where a guest is a guest and they pay guest rates. Dependent cards, as long as there's been 2 activity cards purchased on the account, dependent cards up to 5 are free. And anyone over 6 years of age needs to have an activity card. And a lot of people say, well, why? That's silly. Well, it's because we're private.
Yes.
And when you go to the lake or to the beach, they need identification that you're a property owner, a dependent of a property owner, and that card gives them that.
Well, and that's what our members have asked for, is that we keep Bella Vista for members only
Yes.
in most all cases that we possibly can.
Mhm.
Do you ever get calls from renters who are like, I live here, I'm a resident, but how do you handle those?
Um, I'd like to tell them what they can do, not what they can't.
Yes.
It is private, and I tell them, go through your landlord or your managing agent. They can get you guest cards, and then they can use the amenities. They pay guest rates, but it does allow them to use the facilities as a guest.
Okay. All right. Because I know we have a lot of renters here now, and they're
Yes,
just
we
as
do.
excited,
Yes.
but they don't quite understand yet. So.
Yeah. And a lot of times we suggest to them, have you thought about buying an inexpensive lot and becoming a member? That way you can use the facilities at member rates.
I'm not sure there's a lot of those left.
Getting scarce.
But no, that is absolutely a way to do it.
Yes, it is.
Even if it's this big.
Yes. Yes,
you
it
know,
gives them membership. You bet.
absolutely. Okay, well, those are all good things. What other things do you do? What other services do you offer? Anything at all you can think of that we haven't talked about?
No, we do process the guest cards in our office, and we do a lot of them. Last year we did just shy of 9,000 guest cards. So people are using them, and we like to see that, and like to see them go out and use the amenities and think, I might want to live here.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm really, every time I talk to you, wherever it is, I always learn something. And I think you could live here for a very long time and still not know, because you're in the mix every day.
Yes, yeah.
And I want to thank you personally for your attitude. I'm not sure I could do it. And and all the folks that work for you or work with you.
Yes,
So-
they're a good crew.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Carmen.
You're welcome. Thank
And
you.
I'll see you around the ranch somewhere.
You bet.
Okay. Take care. See you next month.